Hello, I'm Dr. Christy Patton-Lukes, a chemical engineering professor at Missouri S&T.
And I'm Leah Amos. I'm one of the AICHE officers this year. I'm a second-year chemical engineering student. I'm here at S&T because I really like the environment it provided, and I chose chemical engineering because it gave me a lot of options and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. I also thought about maybe med school, so it gave me an opportunity to fill those prerequisites, which not a lot of people know about chemical engineering, but it kept my options open in case I decided otherwise.
So chemical engineering is, as Leah mentioned, really a broad engineering field. It allows us to combine chemistry concepts and mechanical engineering concepts and a lot of newer topics that have been hot topics recently. So these days we have chemical engineering and biochemical engineering both. Our students end up going to work for a wide variety of companies, everything from the petroleum industry to cosmetics and food. There's people who end up working for making charcoal. Would you believe that needed chemical engineering? So many different kinds of jobs that you can have. The biochemical engineers, some of them end up working in the pharmaceutical industry, making biofuels. Anything that has fermentation, they're going to be very involved in those.
Absolutely. That's the field I'm going into. I chose biochemical engineering because I'm more interested in the human side of things. So it gives you a nice opportunity to blend biology, chemistry, while still doing a lot of the math that I'm sure all of you love.
Well, okay. Yes, you're going to need a strong background in chemistry, math, some physics. All of those things are going to be really important because they're going to lead to the classes that you take as an upperclassman. We're going to teach you things in a chemical plant. Our job is to make chemicals profitably. And so we bring raw materials together, and you learn about bringing those materials together under the right conditions during your sophomore and junior year. And then after that, you're going to learn about that, well, once I bring them together, I'm going to maybe have a reaction to turn them into something new. And then I'm going to need to separate out these things so that I have just the clean product. And so those are classes that you take late in your junior year. Your senior year, you get to pull it all together. And you have to kind of review everything you've learned up to that point, but you're going to learn how to put all of these processes together in one single plant. And that's actually really kind of a fun and exciting time to see how well these things interact. Now, you've been doing research, is that right?
Yes, so I'm actually on 2 research teams, and it gives me an opportunity to do hands-on things. We have different research styles you can do. We have computational research where you just sit and do calculations and theoretical things. We have more hands-on experiences, which is what I'm doing, where you get to work in lab, you get to work with graduate students and some professors. And I'm working on 2 different branches so I can test out what I like, which is another unique experience that you get to have with that. You can go into the biochemical side of things like I'm doing, or you can go into the material side of things. We have research that covers pretty much every topic. You have a little bit of everything, and if you can't find what you like in our department, you can always work with other departments and try one of their research teams.
So you've been very involved in research, you're involved in AICHE. What other activities are there?
I actually really like swing dance because it gives me something active to do, something non-academic, so that I don't feel like I'm always just striving for resume builders. It's more of a breather from classes, a social activity. I also really enjoy getting to know people on your floor. When you live in dorm-style buildings, you get to meet a lot of different peoples with a lot of different backgrounds, and I think we have a lot of organizations here that can give you anything you want.
So chemical engineering, we have several professional societies that we have. AICHE is our primary one. It is the National Chemical Engineering Professional Society, and we're very active with that. We also have a ChemiCar team, which is a design competition team that we build a small toy-sized car. We've got an example right here. So this is the cinnamaldehyde toast crunch vehicle You'll see that it's toy-sized, but it's not very small. And what we do in this is there is a competition every spring for regionals where we take the car and we are told an hour before competition how much extra weight it has to carry and how far it needs to go. And the car has to run under chemical reaction power that our students build, and it's got to stop at the given distance with no brakes. So that makes it a little bit of a challenge, but it's a fun competition, and several times we have then made it to nationals. So it's exciting. We have a large group of students that work on that project.
This year I think we have 3 teams, so a lot of times it's structured like that where they break it down into a research team, so if you're more interested in studying the reactions you can do that, or they have design teams where you'd be working on future projects more likely, and the different kind of reactions that you think are a good idea. They're never set on what they are. It's very student-led. Students say,
Right.
I want to combine this chemical and this chemical and see how far it'll make it go. And you get to collect data points so that you have a baseline of where you should do your calculations and figure out during competition which one matches best.
Right. My job as advisor is just simply to make sure they do it safely. So, but there are other groups. So we have a Chemical Honor Society and a Chemical Engineering Honor Society. I actually am the national president of the Chemical Engineering Honor Society, but that's a very active group here on our campus, and it's Omega Chi Epsilon. And then we have ACTS, which is the Chemical Society. Students also participate, however, in so many different kinds of activities because it's important to have some fun while you're in school.
And you're not limited to just your majors activities. We have the different design teams take everybody from different majors. We have a lot of electrical engineers on our chemical engineering design team, so you can definitely branch out and meet whoever you want, which is a nice thing to do so you're not just stuck in your department.
So Leah, why did you choose to come to S&T to study chemical engineering?
So when I first got here, I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do chemical engineering so that I'd have as many options as I wanted. But the new building was definitely attractive because we have a recently renovated, beautiful chemical engineering building with a lot of high-tech labs that people have donated many things to, and they're very much like what you use in industry. So I really liked that aspect of it, and I liked that Rolla was more of a medium-sized school. So we had the aspects of a smaller school where we get the one-on-one connections with our teachers, and you know teachers like we know each other. But we also have the bigger school feel to it where we get nice labs and we still have a lot of different people that you can meet.
I think that's really important. I've had experience working at larger state schools and at private university, and it's very nice having that smaller class feel that you know everyone in your class. You know, the first semester, no, but after a couple of semesters, you know these people, and so when it's time to do a group project, you know who you work well with. It's also, though, nice that you can talk to faculty. We can find all the faculty. We're all clustered in one area, all of our offices, and students just know where to come find us, so that's easy.
We also have a nice lounge area in your guys'
Yes.
office space so that we can work on homework there, and then if I have 10 million questions, I can come in your office every 3 minutes to bother you and say, hey, can you help me with this problem? So that you're not entirely on your own or dependent on just when lead sessions are or other tutoring styles.
We probably should explain what a lead session is. So a lead session, for most of our classes, we offer lead sessions, which really is kind of a one-on-one small group tutorial time for class. Some professors run these with like planned problems to work. I usually set them up so they're more open-ended and students can just come by with their questions. But it's a way to encourage students to work with each other on homework or clearing up questions from class. A group setting instead of that individual one-on-one during student office hours.
A little
those are
less intimidating.
Nice. Yeah. So those are cool. Yeah, I think that's a great thing that we do here. Another thing, though, that because we are a slightly larger school, is that classes are not offered just once a year. They are offered, for the most part, every semester. Electives and some specialty classes will be offered once a year. But that allows you to take an internship or a co-op, things that might take you away during a regular semester, but you still then are able to graduate in a timely manner.
Speaking of those co-ops and internships, we have a lot of companies that return every year to get S&T students specifically to work for them for co-ops and internships because we have such a great reputation and we are a slightly larger school, so we have a lot of companies that come to the career
Yes.
fair. I think we had over 300 in most of our recent years, so you have plenty of opportunities, plenty of companies that are looking for engineers.
Yeah, and we have great relations with our alums. They come back and visit. We try to have a monthly session with some of our alums where they come back and review resumes or give interview tips, things like that.
We also have a corporate mixer right before the career fair, which is really
Yes.
nice because you get to know them on a personal level. And I know when I got to the career fair, it was a lot less intimidating than my first time when I knew all the different recruiters and stuff. And instead of introducing yourself and having that nerve-wracking moment of, am I saying the right things? It's more just, oh, hey, it's nice to see you again. You can talk about things other than the specifics of the job. You can get to know them better.
Yes. What do you like best that you do?
I really like the feel of the department. I like being close with the other students in my class. I get to know them. I sat next to the same people, didn't know their names, and starting this semester I'm getting more into my major classes and I've started to get to know them just because we have the same classes together, and I really like that, having the small department that really connects well together and you have the same experiences that you can bond over. But what's unique about S&T that I really liked is we're predominantly engineering majors, and if you're not, you're a STEM major. So it has a different kind of feel to it that's cool because you can relate to all the other students on campus. Even if you're not in the same major, you take the same core classes as an engineer, and you can say, oh my goodness, can you believe this test in calculus, or can you believe this test in whatever it is you're taking that you take with everyone else. It's a very interesting opportunity, and it's fun to see certain people who are shocked that engineers have to know at least a little bit of English when they have to write reports, and those classes are always fun.
We do make you write a lot.
Yeah, it happens. I also really like St. Pat's, and I know that's a big thing here. It's really nice to see all that school pride because that's our big thing. And
yeah. Again, I want to remind you that I'm Dr. Christy Lukes, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me directly, or you can check out our website. Also, I hope that you'll take this opportunity to ask questions of our tour guides. Thank you very much.